And good evening everyone who is watching the stream of UID arrives on air. Welcome to my very short but still busy stream. Gonna get you. Good evening, welcome. Let's not waste our time. We don't have a lot of it tonight. Actually, we barely have any tonight. But so let's just try to do something in Daisy. At least get to some place in Daisy. Yasun, good evening, welcome. So just got a little bit of time to play the game, a little bit more time than like for I would just play Joe Getzer, but a little bit less than a normal DZ session would require. Okay, let's stop the music. So it's gonna be just a little bit of DZ running around. So I logged out yesterday on this island after actually getting some pluses here. The barrel is still there. Good to see. So I found yesterday on this island brick of plastic explosives, and that's probably going to be it for this small island. Let's just keep going. Oh, this feels loud. It's probably not that loud for you compared to my voice, but to me it feels loud. Roll of paper towels. Exactly, yeah. Oops. Oops. Getting my feet wet. Damn, they're badly damaged on top of everything. Okay. So we'll have to check a couple houses around here. But otherwise, well, I mean, one way or another, probably one another, we are going to the military peninsula. I wanted to find a little bit more explosives there, though we found this brick, so technically it kinda makes it already, I think, enough. If the stash is still here, and I hope it's still here, still waiting for me, then I think I have enough explosives to get through a couple base doors here on this server. There's a lot of barrels in here. Interesting. So I haven't seen lots of them, and then all of a sudden this is the second one pretty much in, well, if we don't count the interruption, that's the second one pretty much like 20 minutes of gameplay with interruption in the middle. So maybe somebody's base got destroyed and is despawning, got despawned. So something like laser sewing kit would be nice, but laser sewing kit or, oh, this, yeah, this is nice too. This is very nice. Don't go to the military peninsula without a couple of normal sewing kits if you don't want to end up wearing rags. Laser sewing kit would be nice, but they are pretty hard to come by. Almost impossible, I think. So I think Gotta just start moving towards the military peninsula. And yeah, pretty much. A couple of grenades on top of this piece of explosives, and if I find oh, there's a ton of them. If I find Saiga with a drum magazine, that'd be actually pretty great. Saiga with a drum mag, that's like one of the, well, not the best, but a very good weapon for breaking into bases, if you of course have enough rounds. And weapon cleaning kits. The best gun would be something very powerful and silent, for example like silenced SVD, but that would require, well, I mean, finding SVD, a silencer, lots of rounds, and more gun cleaning kits, because the gun would be degrading pretty fast, the silencers would be degrading pretty fast. Okay, let's use the knife, since we have the sharpening stone. So everything would be degrading very fast, while if you decide to use a silenced SVD to shoot some base walls and gates. Yeah. That's pretty strange behavior. Okay. I decided not to wait for him. I'm kind of trying to follow the coastline, but there's not a lot of buildings. Close to the coastline. So I guess I gotta find myself another set of shoes, another pair of boots, because won't be able to fix these ones. This looks like a trail. Okay, and here we are. This is the military peninsula entrance. So I don't want to loot like low tier. Well, it's supposed to be kind of all one tier, but I have a strong feeling that explosives for some reason tend to spawn closer to the eastern southern part of the military peninsula. So that's where you got to be looking for explosives. At least grenades and claymers. I would be finding them. Oh yeah. Of all of them, we get the one that's very armored. And kinda hits me back every time. Okay. So I'm kinda going to try to go straight to that eastern edge of the eastern end of the military peninsula. Okay. I have This still with a couple of rounds, but that's not going to last for long. That one I'll deal with later. I kind of hope to find Makarov and the silencer, but so far I've only found a magazine and some rounds. Though I do remember finding a ton of Makarovs in like one run. And no magazines. So I got small magazine we don't need. We only need the big one. Let's see. This truck kinda tells a story. The cargo is pretty interesting. There's a washing machine, a fridge, a heater. Oh yeah, this is nice. The only way to find food, not the only way to find food at the military peninsula. I have a rope, we always can do some fishing, that's not a problem. Plus it has doggies, though I have a feeling that the doggies unfortunately have been nerfed, so not only in terms of that the meat's now infected with some parasites. You cannot eat it. Well, I mean, you can, but there's a chance of getting like a disease. The only part of the doggies now that's safe to eat is fat. But I think they kinda nerfed the fat. It used to be very good. Now, I mean, maybe it's still good, but it doesn't feel like there's a lot of it. Like the pieces became smaller. I don't know. I remember always going for the fat first, but now it actually seems to be not giving you that much. Yeah, I remember that I say that I don't want to loot all the lower tier areas or areas that I believe won't give me explosives. And here I am. Here I am. Still looting them. Still looting everything. So this is like the entrance of the military peninsula, and I have exactly 3 rounds in the silenced pistol, and I'm not going to find more rounds in here for that one. So better to start hoping for a Makarov with a silencer. Oh. Maybe a can of bacon. Yeah, that's usually something you'd find in zombie pockets. So maybe looting these doesn't really have a lot of sense. By the way, these can spawn silencers. but at the same time zombie pockets. That's something that's definitely worth checking. So killing zombies and looting them all. Killing them all and looting them all. Oh. Come on. Yeah, these bots. I actually have a feeling that... oh, here we go, the first one of the evening. I have a feeling that actually people cheat this game too. I mean, Twitch and whatnot. Because, like, there's an endless stream of these bots. So they keep existing. Born. Mines badly damaged. Okay, let's take a new one. Will come in handy. So I have a feeling that people cheat in that game too. It's like way more common than one would think. Like that famous video that I even heard about, even though I don't play Escape from Tarkov. I play Escape from Tarnov. So yeah, that video where a guy pretty much started playing Escape from Tarkov with cheats only to try to figure out other cheaters. And there was a lot. How did you survive that? Oops. Ow. Okay, this pistol probably... Well, I mean, I will get rid of it, but a little bit later. Yeah, they damaged my pants immediately. Good that I have sewing kits on me. So that's thing I learned the hard way. Don't go to the military peninsula without this stuff. You can find it. You can find it if you loot the atomic submarine port, the big one, and there's a couple smaller areas, but people don't go to the military peninsula to look for this stuff. Gotta be looking for guns and ammo, not like sewing kits. Again, that is if you want to keep what you have. If you want to keep changing your clothes, picking up new military ones instead of the torn ones, yeah. I just kinda prefer to keep what I have. Interesting, there's not a lot of bunkers on this side. There's like almost zero, and that's probably the only one on this side, looking at the mainland. Is that there? What am I even looking at? A little bit too far for an Eva. Ah, okay, bad, my bad. That's the military peninsula. It's not the main island. So I was looking at the port cranes. At least port crane, I was like, what? But no. That's why the military peninsula is pretty confusing for me when I start running back and forth on it. I sometimes end up getting seriously turned around. Because the peninsula actually makes a couple of turns, sorta, kinda, the way it goes. Sharp turn, well, not sharp. Right angle turns, something along those lines. Straight angle. So pretty much the shape, it's very irregular. If the main island is like, it's big, very big, but round in its shape, this one, yeah. Okay. That place I wouldn't want to skip, because civilian ruins and just in general civilian things that are in the military loot zone, where military loot spawns, they tend to spawn way more military loot than military buildings. I immediately ran into a zombie. But again, we actually need those zombies. So what do we have in here? Only one item. That's not a lot. Usually there's more. Another shovel. So if I find a pristine one, yeah. Interesting how this... what are you? Another grenade. This one's badly damaged, so it goes into my backpack. And here we have a little bit more food. So I can ditch the pistol. I can ditch one of the gun cleaning kits. I don't need that many. I can even maybe ditch two. I could. So I actually didn't hope to find any grenades this close to, well, the military peninsula's sorta kinda entrance. Okay, there's the tower somewhere here. Got to check that out. Heli crashes on the island tonight. Yesterday I found 2 heli crashes on the main island, the mainland, and they were like absolutely atrocious. Nothing useful at all. Keep back safer. In the protector we have some random stuff that we actually can just move around, I think. So we can definitely like do this and do this. So yeah, good idea. I totally didn't remember even that I have like a medical protector case. I have some room in one of the... Well, in one of the cookwires. Heat packs being safer. That I'm not sure about. Okay. So, magazines for Makarovs, cool. But what about the pistols themselves? I would really love a Makarov with a silencer right now. As just anti-zombie weapon. Would be way easier to find rounds. Even here, for example, if you use an amphibia pistol as an anti-zombie gun, here 22s they just don't spawn. Don't think it happens. Well, I had a map in my heap pack, and I don't remember if it was just damaged or got damaged inside. I hope I'm running in the right direction. Okay. So, and the way back, if we survive, of course, to go back, we will definitely go back on a boat. I have 3 liters of gasoline with me, and I think 3 liters of gasoline, that's enough to get around the island like once, maybe 1.5 times. Around the big island. Big island of Hawaii. Yeah. Almost like Hawaii. Yeah, almost like Hawaii. A tad colder. But just a tad. That's coming from the ice. The sound. Was coming from the ice. Is there land over there? Don't think they swim. I think maybe there's like land over there. No, they kind of shift more and more away from the land, from the coast. From behind, no. Did they spawn on ice? They cannot swim. And the weather's not good, so we cannot really see them. That's an interesting conundrum. I don't think they can navigate the ice sheets. But there's something wrong. One's coming from over there. Wolf cycles. But the one that's coming from over there sounds very distant. Okay, the weather's getting better, I think. One over there, for sure. I think I can see past the last ice sheet now. So that's the direction it's coming from. Yeah, this is interesting. That one's not coming for some reason. Just waiting just for the weather to become a little bit better. Because that one's not moving and those are not moving. Just want to see what's over there. Do we have anything but the water? Let's check out the concept while we're waiting. Oh, found some mushrooms. These are actually pretty nice. Something to enjoy, and they're always in good condition. Any more? Only 3? Okay. On. Oh yeah. Okay, another grenade. So you gotta be kidding me. I wanted just maybe to find a couple of them, and I've already found 3. And I wanted to find maybe like something like well, something like a Saiga with a big magazine. It packs are badly damaged. They are close to being ruined, but they are not. Almost there, but not just yet. That sounds very eerie at this point. Are they howling from that island at me? That would be a little bit too far, I would say. That's supposed to be way closer now. Uh-huh. Are you even after me? Okay, seems to be after me. What? Why are you barking at what? Yeah, we are definitely experiencing something strange going on. That I don't like. Where I was before? Yeah, maybe. That's kinda strange. Though. If it's a lag, then yeah, it's like an insane lag. And maybe the sound was sorta kinda mirrored because those ones, they stopped howling. It's time to start a fire somewhere in the woods. Here I didn't see that. So lots of Makarov magazines. Can I throw it on one of the bunks there? Okay. Not going to stay here for a long time, but somebody finds it. And yeah. So maybe that one, that doggy that finally came, was kinda echoing, getting echoed by like something over there, like sorta kinda just the sound redirected. My ping to the server is not that bad. It actually caused lag this serious. That might be on the island. Or might be on the peninsula, or might be on the main island only. Gotta find a place for a fire. But there's not a lot of places to hide in here. That's the rod. You shouldn't make any fires next to the rod. So the forest on this side looks a little bit more promising. It's a little bit more dense. The weather is good, so we just can have it outside. Getting warm, unfreezing all our food, and cooking this piece of fat too. Better than just start fishing. The landscape features we can hide behind. Not a lot of them, to be honest. This place is kind of flat. That tower sees everything. Then there's the port. And the helicopter came down over there. Yeah. Okay, that I know. Let's do it here really fast. Gonna give us 2 pieces of firewood. 3 pieces of firewood. And a stick. Everything we need to have that fire. It's better to hide from the port and to hide from the road. The road's freaking visible from here. Everything is visible. Oh boy. Okay. It's probably the only place. Just in time for my bonuses to start getting back the bonuses, temperature bonuses, I mean. So the only thing I don't want to be sniped while sitting next to the fire, but things happen, unfortunately. Okay, we need a long stick. We need to sharpen it. And we need to start cooking. And start getting warm in general. As far as I remember, these lands, they don't have any safe water sources, if I remember it right. So even boiling actually doesn't work when the water is contaminated with heavy metals. So only chelating tablets, I think. Seems like a Rene moment. Yeah. At least I'm kinda hidden from the road. Not that much from the port, but you got to be really looking that direction. Okay, now we just wait. So, if needed, I can do what? I can get rid of this. I can get rid of, well, one of the heat packs at least. I can get rid of weapon cleaning kits, definitely. And this has some room, by the way, so let's drop this one in here. Yeah. Hyphen, like, yeah. People come and go. Unfortunately, well, unfortunately. Fortunately or unfortunately, it's just the way the things are. It's like, it's actually not our problem. It's actually not their problem that they come and go. It's our problem that we got stuck here. That's how I look at it. People move on, and that's a pretty human thing to do. What we do here, that's really not not really healthy. But I mean, with all the games that I would want to play in stream, literally every time I get enough time to play for longer than an hour, I would like think maybe that game, let's do something new, and then always almost always it would be like, yeah, okay, that's cool, yeah, sure, but let's do DZ just this one time. Haven't played DZ in a while. Let's just do a little bit of DZ. And the history that this story keeps repeating and repeating and repeating over and over. It's ready. I'm keeping one pristine knife to open cans. So this, and that's what I've been talking about. This type of just getting stuck doesn't really sound healthy. Okay. This is badly damaged. The gloves are badly damaged. The aviators are badly damaged. But well, the other things, the most important things, are in good condition. Okay, the second plus, and the third one is going to happen extremely fast. This is chili, gonna be normal temperature in a second too. So let's eat. That eliminates the need for fishing. Wouldn't want to do that. I mean, that's proper survival, but we're kinda moving, and since our gameplay time is limited, we gotta be moving faster. So the server, as I say, like, the good thing about the server is that I have a character here, that I even managed to start a stash here. The bad thing about the server that it's kind of low pop, and at this time of day it's like it loses all the popularity, almost all the population, sorry. So this is like the downside of it. And here we have the third plus. We are ready to rock. So let's go and, well, rock that crashed helicopter. It landed on the small mountain next to the atomic submarine port. That's like supposed to be, I think, a spring. This structure here, that would be nice, but the military peninsula is not supposed to have any springs. Some pretty big rocks here. definitely could hide behind these with my fire. That's a little bit too close to the heli crash. Any eyes on the heli crash? Yeah, sorta, kinda, sorta. Not seeing the zombies, but that's not like the right angle. And yeah, the heli crash is behind the curvature of that hill or mountain for me. Is that? Though, by the way, gonna get you one person from like the very beginning of this channel is active on Twitch. Kuku Shumasha. That's one of the Portuguese gang. Portuguese gang was Birao. Actually, I follow him on Instagram. He's in the Emirates now, but he is Portuguese. So Birao, Bjorn. Haven't seen him in a while. Haven't heard from him in a while. And Kuku play games, though not DZ. Though I think maybe we can ask him to play DZ again. But Kuku plays games, yeah. So he did not disappear. The zombies are there. Good. Let's just YOLO it. Picking them if they have food. Let's see. M16. Well, decent. Huge backpacks. Even two, I think. Is it two? Yeah. Two huge backpacks. Very decent, but even though I'm transporting a ton of stuff back and forth, I decided not to use a huge backpack. Okay, so this is like semi-decent. And these are Sakhal boots. Let's put them on because my running shoes are going to disintegrate pretty soon. So let's do that, guys. That is Shantar Island. Interesting how you cannot see. No, there's one tower. That's, I think, the bunker compound tower. That's the double tower hill. Okay, I'm skipping the port. Nice, we got a full energy indicator. Nice. And it's here. We've done it. We got it here on the military peninsula without any hunting. Well, I mean, we killed the doggy, and without any fishing. It's always nice to be able to kind of postpone the need for fishing, proper survival, by just being lucky enough to find food where usually there's like barely any. This compound. Okay, since it's close to the road, let's check it. Ah, yeah. One of the entrances. Ah, what? I heard steps. Was it a zombie? Yeah, I'm more worried about the steps that I heard. Not seeing any zombies though. But yeah, thank you. Let's pick this up. So there's a lot of grenades tonight. And I keep finding them without even looking for them. Or you keep finding them. Keep spotting them for me. Let's check those couple containers down there. Ah, there is this. Yeah, I didn't see it. So you figured it right. Just a second. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Just a minor a minor thing. One of the pet mice got a little bit agitated or had a bad dream. Nothing in this res, okay. Let's keep going. Maybe checking some things on the way, but again, I actually pretty much the only thing I need would be if I really wanted that Saigav is a big magazine, and then yeah, but I can pretty much go back already because I found enough stuff. I found enough explosives. Oh, a little bit too late for that. So I already lost my shoes. Okay, the backpack got glitched out a little bit. But okay. Is it like a specifically designed with that thing in mind that one tower should be able to see another tower? Is it a thing? These are not watchtowers, technically speaking. These are sort of kind of radar towers, though no antennas. Some of the zombies are present. Yeah, that's as far I think as it can even spawn, if it's not that so-called static zombie. Old static zombies that I don't even know if they exist. Okay, that part we're skipping too. But I think a couple more grenades and plus what I already have here, and it would be more than I can probably fit in my stash. It's not especially big. Maybe that's why nobody found it. Oh, yeah. That's another entrance. Oh, yeah, those buildings. If I want myself a Makarov pistol with a silencer, especially when it comes to the silencers, those buildings found police loot. I think I'm going to be able to sneak up on them in these boots and breathing like this. Yeah. here. Yeah. If you're lucky, if you're really lucky, this can have a silencer. By the way, some rounds. Like, some reason we have 2 stacks. Yeah, okay, let's make it 2 full stacks. Running in the middle of the road, in the open, the military peninsula. That would be dangerous even on a completely empty server. Because there's only one road like this. Oh. A sand fortress. There's not a lot of them left on this island after they removed them and turned them all into a new type of bunkers. But I kinda like them because they spawn more loot. Seeing cow cars? Sorry, what? Cow. Okay, yeah. No, I mean the pinnacle of that type of mental state. It was the running man shooting 3 stumps. Well, only one, but I think everybody remembered that. And the running man hadn't been drinking back then, and then he started shooting 3 stumps thinking those were people. It's actually kind of like, I don't know, a statement that it's pretty thoughtful in itself. The 3 stumps are people too. I mean, I know 2 is related to the other part of the sentence, but the 3 stumps are people too. That sounds like something to think about, really. Tractor in the sun all day. Yeah, that can pretty much do that to you, yeah. I mean, I've been pretty much sitting under the AC the whole day. Well, today was kind of a quiet day, but I still had to leave the apartment for a couple hours. But that was like considered a very quiet day. So, and I do not turn off the AC, even though it's not that the zombies are absent, by the way. That's interesting. It's not that hot outside. It's not that hot at all. And even not that sunny. It's like cloudy. Been cloudy. It was the gate, yeah. But it's so freaking humid, and I cannot take humidity. I can pretty much survive any heat, I think. Even like 40-45 degrees. I think I should be able to kind of, well, not okay, but survive it for long enough periods of time. But long enough to consider it surviving like high temperatures. But humidity, even if it's like plus 25°C, it just kills me. High heat with low humidity is fine. Yeah. And in my case, that humidity like starts working on me even when the temperature is low. I don't know. I guess my ancestors are coming from very deserty places. Like, I'm partially Mongolian / Buratian / well, that region north of China, so partially, and those genes, I believe, they are pretty strong. High temps and hail lately, yeah. We actually, Moscow, that I'm not that far from, been getting like one storm after another. They don't have like tornadoes or things like that, but stormy weather with like extremely heavy rains. Sweet into death and hail should mix, yeah. But no, I think it's been like already more than a couple of storms. But when the first one happened, there was some hail around Moscow. Not in the city itself, but like around it. So there's a nice ruined house here, yeah. So maybe, since we have this opportunity, we gotta have another fire. How of the odds? Oh yeah, well, I mean, that's what usually happens. So yeah, more stormy weather, more like very unstable weather. That's the global weather change for you. Can we have this fire inside? Is it possible? Technically it doesn't have a roof, well, I mean, but on the other side it has firewood from this one. It has a wooden floor. This is just a good opportunity to have a fire, and we should not ignore it. There's only one stick left on the ground. Oh no. Oh yeah. Good to know. That's not about floors. Well, I mean, it's not about the ceilings either, because you can start fires in some of the like microscopic, some of the most smallest sheds in the game. Let's fix the knife. Smoking their meat here, yeah. There's quite some blood on the floor too. Blood stains at least. Okay. What else can we move around? We just like drop this one back in here. Or take both of them out. Yeah, I have that many bandages because I end up getting cut by zombies a lot. Let's have water while we're at it. Hope it's not gasoline. Yeah, I have tracer rounds. I didn't really have a lot of choice. I've never, well, I mean, I found some rounds for the M4, but not really that much. So not really that many. So I kept the tracers. Silencer is a little bit damaged. Okay, let's just jump at it immediately. Here we go. So this gun doesn't have rounds. These rounds, and the magazine, they don't have a gun. I hoped for a Makarov pistol, but yeah, when you need one, that sounds like it's going to land on my head. Okay. They don't seem especially amazing, these heli crashes. Not sure where that one landed. It's one of the narrow places of the peninsula, I think. So these narrow places and the way the peninsula kind of turns, that makes it, I don't know, pretty confusing for me. Get to the hill, take a look at the heli crash. And I never reloaded the magazine, but it's missing only 5 rounds. That's not a lot. Let's see if we're going to get lucky at the heli crash. So far, we haven't seen a lot of the decent ones. That's that sorta kinda industrial compound. And the helicopter is... where? Somewhere over there. Way off in La La Land, yeah. There's no line of sight because of the trees and because, well, this place here being pretty flat. Okay, at least there's an opening. Where the hell did you land? Okay. I think I know where. Somewhere over there. Right? Sounded closer. I think. Or maybe in that compound. There's one in that compound, I think. Okay. Uber Eats. They're pretty hard to hit. Ow. Okay. Made some noise. Let's make it at least worth it. Worthwhile. You gotta be kidding me. Second pack. Yeah. No. Okay. That's gonna be a ton of fat. We even get some choice because I cannot take it all. If I ditch something, yeah, I definitely maybe can use up one of the, but can try to use one of the what's the name? One of the weapon cleaning kits. So, but I'm going to take only the best pieces. That'll take a toll on my knife, but I'm going to cut as many of them as possible. Okay, still 20 rounds. It's not that bad. This one's 82, this one's 74. So this one goes here, this one goes here. Yep. And this one is 74 and this one is 56. Okay, 74. 76 instead of 74. $76. Okay. So the gun got damaged. The silencer is okay, but the gun got damaged. So let's fix it. Then let's ditch this. 74, 76. And then if we need, we can ditch this. So did I cut them all? No, I think there was a little bit more. Here's one more. Knife. Let's resharpen it. Good. No, I don't need the worms. Should be at least 6. Yeah, the second pack I think had 4 wolves. The first one had 3. Oh yeah, that's a good piece. Okay. Time to leave the crime scene. So if the weather is good, we could actually try to cook them somewhere over there. The site of the firing range, well, firing range, artillery firing range. This goes out, this goes in, and this we refill. Oh, they actually managed to bite me. Oh, I missed when my jacket got damaged. Okay, let's start using these tracer rounds. Because what else? Got to remember that I have tracers loaded. Or maybe we can do it the other way around. So these are not tracers. I haven't loaded my primary, so I don't feel myself good with an empty gun. Okay, so what do we have? So 20 rounds that are tracers, they go in the spare magazine. Goes in the gun. Okay, and the ones that are not tracers go in this magazine. Perfect. Here, you go here. You go here. You go here. And I think we, yeah, managed to just find a safe way to utilize, wouldn't say use, but to utilize the tracers. Heli crash is not over there. Ah, it's over there. Oh yeah, okay, I'm not going there. I don't like that place. A heli crash that happened somewhere over there on the other side of the strait. Yeah, probably at the airfield over there. Yeah. I don't think there's a lot of people around, but I mean, one easily might be. That's actually a very tempting place to do some cooking, but no. After all the shooting, we just have to go and hide in the woods. So, but this area I was actually going to. This area, it is the goal to reach today. So we got here in one piece. The rest is yeah, is a different question. Would be completely different story. So that's the side of the one of the sides of the artillery range. Somewhere over there would be a nice place to have a fire. I'm not sure though. It's kinda. Or we can go all the way to the fishing village, Kekra, I think it's called. Though people go to Kekra, I think, a lot. People visit Kekra thinking it's like a safe place. But just based on what I sometimes see when I read other DZ streamers, so open like random DZ streams from time to time. Rarely happens, but still. But the ruined fishing village of Kekra, yeah, might be an answer. And since we have 5 pieces of fat, yeah, it would be actually totally worth it going there just to cook them. Haven't been looking for the bots, but I believe we should be able to find one. Here when we start looking for it. The artillery firing range is huge. That's why we are still running to that village. There's not a lot of places to like hide things like, for example, cars on this military peninsula, but I believe somewhere here would be one of the perfect ones. And Kekra is just behind that hill. So the bots spawn around the military peninsula. There's a lot of bot spawns, so just follow the coastline, you'll find one sooner or later. But it's way harder to find gasoline on this. Well, I mean, it's not hard if you know where it is, but the only gas station is actually on the outskirts of that industrial / military compound. Somewhere over there. Over there. That's the village. I mean, I have a feeling I understand why this exact one got abandoned. I don't think there's a lot of people who would want to live like behind the hill from artillery firing range, not just small or like whatever firearms firing range, but like the one behind us, it's like for tanks and huge guns. By the way, the other villages, the other ruined civilian villages of this military peninsula, they spawn military loot. This is the only ruined abandoned village of the area that spawns civilian. Strictly civilian, no military at all. But at this point I gotta call it a day. We will cook these doggies and loot the compound behind us, the small port compound, the eastern port, the southern port, whatever you'd call it. We will loot it next day, so next time. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you very much for lurking. Gonna get you. Thank you very much for jumping in and chatting. So as you can see, I'm trying to get back on track with my streaming and with starting time. So, but there's still a lot to do here. So switching between DayZ and GeoGuessr is quite possible randomly. By the way, one thing though, no Space Melody Lab stream this Friday. Nicola is absent. So, and all the musical stuff is at his place. Well, the streaming setup mostly. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Don't leave the channel yet. First, let me address the YouTube people. YouTube people, thank you for watching me on YouTube. If you like this video, nothing special, but if you like this video, whether it's a live stream for you or a recorded video, please leave a like. That helps to know that actually somebody watches it. Subscribe for more. we play DZ, we play GeoGuessr. Activate your notifications because even though I stream every day, I don't have a set starting time. Nighttime in Europe, that's my time slot, but it's pretty wide window, so, and I go outside of it from time to time. Well, not quite often, but from time to time, so notifications really actually are really important. Twitch people, don't leave the channel because we got to do some raiding. Thank you for watching me on Twitch. Oh dear, thank you for lurking, thank you for watching on Twitch. So give me a second, please. Please, please, please. A second. To find somebody to raid. Oh. There's a person that I haven't seen streaming in a while. Let's see if we can raid them. Maybe I was just blind. Okay, maybe just well, I mean, I'm all over the place with my own raids, and I haven't been watching lots of Twitch, so I might have been, I've been definitely missing people easily. Oh, I cannot raid them. That's interesting. I'm following them. It means that I raided them, but they have the raids disabled now. That's strange. Okay, we are not raiding them then. They don't want to be raided. Okay. Let's check maybe the DZ section of Twitch to find somebody who we haven't raided before. Okay, give me a second. I'm just going through the list. Reading the titles pretty fast, hoping to find somebody playing something close. Oh dear, yeah, but Smack is way larger than me. I kinda try to raid smaller streamers, so I avoid raiding big streamers. I kinda try to raid smaller streamers because, well, for them, my low numbers might be helpful. So, by the way, I'm actually not seeing Smack playing. Am I even? Oh yeah, yeah. Haven't seen them in a while. 49. Well, I mean, in general, he has way more than me, so already, actually, by the way. So I'm kind of looking for somebody small for whom my numbers would register. So that's how I prefer to use. I prefer to create an how to say it right? A meaningful impact. Even if it's meaningful only for one person. So that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Still looking for somebody to raid. And to be honest, big streamers, they don't really need our support. They already have enough. Okay. For example, there is a person playing on official servers right now. Seems to be a console. Okay. Oops, I lost picture. Give me a second. Here we go. Thank you very much for watching. I've activated the raid. Let's go and say hi to iSlide 247. They are playing on a console, on an official server that I only can well, forgot the word, that I can get behind 100%, and they seem to be playing Livonia, which is actually totally amazing. And I will see you all tomorrow. That's it for tonight. Gonna get ya. Oh dear. Thank you people for jumping in. Goodbye and have a good one. Good night. Yeah.